Welcome to the first episode of FranchiseInfoTV, set to keep you up to date with the latest news from the franchise industry in short, bite-sized chunks. Coming up in this episode, the National Franchise Exhibition opens this Friday and Saturday in Birmingham. We meet with Adrian Goodsell, one of the organisers, who'll give a snapshot as to what to expect at the largest event in the UK's franchising calendar. We hear from franchise owner Adam Wheatley as to why he's excited about running his own business. We find out how Mary Watson went from admissions officer to partnering her husband as a Riverford Organics franchisee. Mark Scott from NatWest explains why franchising has fewer failures than a typical startup. Why did former soldier Jason Dowell choose to set up a new business with Mac Tools after leaving the army? The National Franchise Exhibition opens its doors at the NEC on the 30th of September and 1st of October. With over 150 companies exhibiting, anyone considering franchising should use this opportunity to meet the owners face to face to find out more about what it takes to run your own business within a franchise network. Adrian Goodsell, Franchise Exhibitions Manager at the event, explains more.
The feeling in the lead up to this year's National Franchise Exhibition has been incredible. There's been a fantastic buzz surrounding the event, and we're delighted to be able to bring together a mix of features, experts and of course franchise businesses to the event. There are so many reasons to visit the exhibition. You can discuss finance with experts from Lloyds TSB. In the Business Plan Clinic, you can get help defining your skills and abilities on how they might transfer into the franchise industry with the Careers Clinic. You can find out which existing franchises are up for sale in the Franchise Resales Pavilion and hear from solicitors, banks, the British Franchise Association, franchisors and keynotes in the conference, and of course see all the latest franchise opportunities on show.
So whether you're a civil servant, company director, recent mum or currently unemployed, there will be an opportunity to suit you at the National Franchise Exhibition. What's more, you can be safe in the knowledge that all franchises exhibiting have been checked out by the British Franchise Association.
We're actually helping with educational seminars, free seminars for both those looking to franchise their business and those looking to join a franchising and wanting objective advice. All of the businesses here today are either members of the BFA, so have passed our accreditation, or have gone through a specific accreditation to show that they are proper franchise businesses. All of the work that's done around the show is about ethics and standards, with a lot of advertising to bring in huge amounts of people to help businesses identify the right people and speak to potential franchisees that could want to join their business.
4 years ago, Mary Watson and husband Chris decided to embark on a new life in business together. Chris worked long hours in advertising with an early commute, and Mary worked in admissions at the University of Warwick. At first, they considered starting their own business from scratch, but soon came to the conclusion that might be a little over-ambitious because they had no experience doing anything like that before. They were actually customers of the Riverford Organic Veg Box scheme in Leamington Spa, where they were living at the time. Chris was browsing through the Riverford website when he read that the Sheffield territory, where Mary is from, was available. Keen to look into the franchise opportunity before it went to somebody else, the couple visited the National Franchise Exhibition in Birmingham and met some existing Riverford franchisees. Next, it was a trip down to Riverford's main farm in Devon, which sealed the deal, and straight away they lodged a formal application to buy the Sheffield area. They now have over 500 deliveries per week, with plans for further expansion. Not everyone has the ready capital available to buy a franchise, and many will need to turn to a bank for a loan. The benefit of having a well-established franchise behind you is explained by Mark Scott of NatWest.
Starting a franchise is a safer option to starting up an independent business because the failure rates are a lot lower. If you start up an independent business, the failure rate is around 20% per annum. Yet if you start up a franchise business, the failure rate across the whole industry, which is not just startups but also established businesses, is less than 5% per annum. The last year, which has been a tough year because it was a recession, it was only 2.1%.
A former soldier who has seen action in some of the world's most dangerous war zones has set up a new business in North Somerset. Jason Dowell, who served in the Royal Army Medical Corps for 23 years, has launched Mac Tools and is gearing up for the latest challenge in his life. He'll be supplying market-leading tools to the motor trade in his hometown and surrounding areas. After leaving the army, Jason worked in the mentoring and training field before opting to go into business for himself. He looked at other franchises, including similar firms, but decided to go with Mac Tools because of the range of tools, meaning they can give customers lots of options. He's delighted with the initial response after just 6 weeks trading. Travelling around local garages in the Somerset region is certainly a change compared to war-torn countries such as Bosnia. Adam Wheatley was Expense Reduction Analyst Franchise Owner of the Year in 2007. Before buying the franchise, he had been in a variety of different business strategy and management roles in a range of sectors. He explains why he wouldn't do anything else.
I've been with Expense Reduction Analyst for 9 years now, which is a long time. Prior to that, I was in a variety of different business strategy and business management roles in lots of different sectors, including food and IT. It's going very well at the moment. I've just completed my second best year in the 9 years, which is pretty spectacular, considering that my best year was tremendous. I reckon that if I'd excluded the first couple of years when you're building your business, my average income after joint venture costs would be about £120,000 a year. I'm absolutely 100% glad that I've done it. The fact that I'm still doing it after 9 years probably is sufficient evidence of that. And I wouldn't do anything else. I could never go and work for somebody else again, because the thing I've really got out of this is the ability to be my own boss, the ability to be in control of what I think is best for my business, and that has been tremendously exciting for me.
Women are drawn to franchising for many reasons. It's less risky than starting up alone, with fewer barriers to funding. Tina Kemp has been with WPA for 7 years and was recently shortlisted as a finalist for the BFA HSBC Franchisee of the Year Award. She believes that more women should consider franchising, as they often possess the soft skills that are necessary to build trust and develop relationships with customers. Women are well known for being good at multitasking, achieving a work-life balance and being well structured in the way they organise their time. Perfect for running a business. Tina says for her, it's been one of the most enjoyable and rewarding stages of her career. She's grown both her customer base and income substantially year on year, and she and her husband now run 2 franchises.
Well, that's all for this edition of Franchise Info TV News. Thank you for watching.